Virgos. You see their practical side and think they're all work and no play. You might even call them perfectionists. But what if that's not the whole story? What if you're missing the bigger, more beautiful picture of what makes a Virgo so essential? Today, we're looking beyond the stereotypes to uncover the 10 real blessings Virgos bring into our lives. From their unshakable loyalty to their hardworking nature, these are the hidden strengths that make this Earth sign one of the most reliable people you will ever meet. At the end of this video, you will understand why everyone needs a Virgo in their lives. Blessing number 1. Perfectionism that drives excellence. Let's start with the most misunderstood trait of them all: perfectionism. For many, that word brings up images of someone impossible to please, overly critical, and stressed about every tiny detail. And sure, Virgos have high standards, but this isn't about being fussy. It's about a deep, genuine desire to create excellence. Their so-called perfectionism is a blessing because it elevates everything and everyone around them. Think about it. Who do you want to plan the group trip? The person who says, "Let's just wing it," or the Virgo who has already researched the best restaurants, created a color-coded itinerary, and has a backup plan for rain? Their meticulous nature ensures that things aren't just done, they're done right. This drive comes from a belief that doing things well is a form of service. When a Virgo gives you feedback, it's not to tear you down. It's because they see your potential and want to help you reach it. Their perfectionism isn't a flaw, it's the gift of quality they offer to the world. Blessing number 2. Unshakable loyalty and dependability. In a world that often feels flaky and non-committal, the loyalty of a Virgo is a grounding force. This isn't a loud, showy kind of loyalty. It's a quiet, steady commitment you feel in their actions. When a Virgo is in your corner, they are there for the long haul. They take their promises seriously, no matter how big or small. If they say they'll be there, you can count on it, no questions asked. Virgos can be selective about their inner circle, but once you're in, you're in. They become your fiercest advocate, your most reliable confidant, and the first person to defend you when you're not in the room. They're the friend who shows up at 2 a.m. when you call, the family member who remembers every little detail, and the coworker who has your back on a huge project. They don't just talk about being there, they show up, consistently and without needing applause. This profound dependability builds the kind of strong, secure relationships that last a lifetime. Blessing number 3. A practical and grounded approach. As a classic Earth sign, Virgos are the anchors we all need in life's stormy seas. Their entire approach is rooted in reality, logic, and practicality, which is an incredible gift in a world often driven by chaos. While others might get lost in abstract ideas or emotional spirals, a Virgo keeps their feet planted firmly on the ground. This allows them to cut through the noise and find the most sensible path forward. Have you ever been in a crisis where everyone is panicking? Look for the Virgo. They're the ones calmly assessing the situation, breaking it down into manageable steps, and figuring out how to fix it. They bring order to chaos. It's not that they lack emotion, but they have the rare gift of seeing past the panic to focus on what needs to be done. This makes them fantastic people to ask for advice. They won't just tell you what you want to hear. They'll give you realistic solutions that will work. Their practical nature is a stabilizing force we all need. Blessing number 4. A hardworking and diligent nature. If you want to see what true dedication looks like, just watch a Virgo work. Their work ethic is legendary. They understand a fundamental truth that many forget. Real success is built on a foundation of hard work. Virgos aren't afraid to roll up their sleeves and put in the hours. They find a deep sense of satisfaction in the process itself. This isn't about chasing glory. It's about a sense of responsibility and the desire to contribute something valuable. You will rarely see a Virgo do a job halfway. They are the employees who stay late to get it right, the students who go above and beyond on assignments, and the partners who work tirelessly to build a stable life. Their drive is internal, They don't need a boss breathing down their neck. This self-discipline makes them invaluable on any team and incredibly successful on their own. Having a Virgo in your life inspires you to raise your standards, not through pressure, but just by their example. Blessing number 5. Superior analytical and problem-solving skills. One of a Virgo's greatest assets is their mind. Ruled by Mercury, the planet of intellect, Virgos are gifted with incredibly sharp analytical skills. They see the world as a complex puzzle, and they instinctively know how to take it apart and put it back together. Where most of us see a tangled mess, a Virgo sees a clear path to a solution. They can take a complicated problem and methodically break it down, bringing instant clarity to the situation. Their mind is like a searchlight, scanning for details, patterns, and inconsistencies that everyone else missed. This makes them phenomenal problem solvers. They don't just offer vague suggestions. They deliver a clear, step-by-step plan. They're the friend you call when your life feels like it's falling apart, because they won't just offer a shoulder to cry on, they'll hand you a blueprint for how to rebuild. What other Virgo traits do you love? Let us know in the comments if you're a Virgo or if you have a special one in your life. We'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to share it with a Virgo you love and subscribe for more. Blessing number 6. A helpful and service-oriented heart. Beneath their practical exterior beats the heart of someone who genuinely wants to help. Virgos find true fulfillment in being of service to others, and this is perhaps their most beautiful blessing. Their love language is often spoken through acts of kindness. They show their affection not with grand speeches, but by fixing your leaky faucet, helping you polish your resume, or cooking you a meal when you're sick. Their helpfulness comes from a place of deep empathy. They pay close attention, often noticing what you need before you even say it. They see you're overwhelmed and will quietly step in to lighten your load. This desire to serve is linked to the 6th house in astrology, which governs daily routines and service. It gives them a natural caretaking energy. Sometimes this gets mistaken for meddling, but their intention is almost always pure. They see a problem, and their first instinct is to fix it for you. Blessing number 7. True modesty and humility. In an era of self-promotion, the modesty of a Virgo is a breath of fresh air. Despite their many talents and sharp intellect, Virgos are often incredibly humble. They rarely boast about their accomplishments or seek the spotlight for their hard work. They have an inherent understanding that their actions should speak for themselves. This humility doesn't come from low self-esteem. It comes from quiet confidence. They know their worth, so they don't feel the need to prove it to anyone. You might have a Virgo friend who is a brilliant artist or a genius in their field, and you'd never know the full extent of their success unless you asked directly. They are far more comfortable celebrating the wins of others than they are their own. This quality makes them incredibly approachable and trustworthy. As you know, they aren't driven by ego. True excellence doesn't need to be loud, and Virgos are living proof. Blessing number 8. The power of organization and detail. If your life feels like a cluttered mess, a Virgo is the friend who shows up with labeled boxes and a plan. Their love for order and organization isn't just a quirk, it's a superpower. Virgos thrive on structure, and they have an innate talent for creating it out of thin air. They're the friend whose home is always tidy, not out of obsession, but because they know a clean space leads to a clear mind. And their attention to detail? It's remarkable. They are the proofreaders of life, catching the tiny mistakes that others skim right over. This ensures a level of quality in everything they touch. Nothing important is ever missed when a Virgo is involved. This skill helps them, and everyone around them, reduce stress and stay productive. When you know the details are being handled, you can finally relax. This ability to bring order to chaos is an incredible gift, providing a sense of stability and peace to everyone in their orbit. Blessing number 9. A patient and thoughtful nature. While they're known for their quick minds, one of Virgo's most profound blessings is their deep well of patience. They are willing to give people and situations the time they need to grow. This isn't a passive waiting. It's an active, supportive patience. They understand that becoming your best self is a journey, and they are willing to walk that path with you. This trait makes them incredibly forgiving and understanding partners and friends. A Virgo will be patient with your flaws because they're more focused on your potential. They don't just react, they observe, consider, and reflect. This thoughtfulness also makes them amazing listeners. They won't just wait for their turn to speak, they truly absorb what you're saying. In a world that demands instant results, the patient presence of a Virgo is a calming sanctuary where you have the space to be imperfect and the support to get better. Blessing number 10. Intelligence and crystal. Clear communication. The final blessing on our list ties all the others together. The sharp, clear intelligence that comes from Virgo's ruling planet, Mercury. Virgos possess a powerful intellect and an insatiable desire to learn. Their minds are always working, which makes them fascinating people who have a wealth of knowledge on all sorts of subjects. But their intelligence is also incredibly practical. They have a remarkable gift for communicating with clarity and precision. They choose their words carefully, making them excellent writers, teachers, and advisors. When a Virgo explains something, it's logical, coherent, and easy to follow. You rarely have to guess what a Virgo is thinking, because if they choose to share it, they'll do so with honesty and directness. Having an intelligent, articulate Virgo in your life means having a constant source of wisdom, clarity, and insight. As you might have first noticed, the perfectionist or the practical planner, there's so much more beneath the surface. A Virgo's drive for excellence, their steadfast loyalty, grounded approach, diligence, sharp mind, helpful heart, quiet humility, organizational genius, patient soul, and clear intelligence all combine to create one of the most supportive and essential people you can know. They are the quiet architects of a better world and the anchors in a storm. If you're a Virgo, we hope you feel celebrated. And if you're lucky enough to have a Virgo in your life, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate them. To discover what other secrets astrology has in store for you, click the link in the description for your free personalized reading. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Share your thoughts on this video in the comments section below. And until we meet again, may the stars guide your path to enlightenment. Thanks for watching.